What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and I've been doing some work with the dwarves outside of this whole recording thing. We did just get raided, but needless to say, they stood around trying to work through their way through the mountain. Ooh, there's mead there. Very nice. I want the mead. And anyways, we gave them the business. Bunch of weaponry. We can certainly use that. So, Caravan. I was working on a huge storeroom over here. We're going to put a big hospital in here. We're still working on smoothing floors, but we got most of the floor smoothing done. I think it's just this section and a few up here. Oh, geez, it's just been brutal. So I did replace this wall with a buttressed wall. The normal wall I moved down here. So we have a place for all of our archers where they're not in the way. We do have to be careful because the flame cannon will shoot through both of those walls. The fire will blast through there and incinerate our people. But not the end of the world there. Otherwise, this is just out of hand. And there might even... What was that? Yeah. Light leather Skaven rag tunic. Why don't we come over here and throw our Skaven rag tunics out there? We did burn all the people that were laying about. I think I have some mead going. I do. We did get some honey harvest, which was good. We've been making boots wide open, so if we go check everybody's gear now, they're starting to wear boots as they become available, so that's good. After we're done with that, we will make a slew of gloves. There's some goats. We're just taking all the material we can. I don't really want all this stuff to be brought in. I think we kind of have our hands full, but it is worth a lot of money. So, but I mean, I think we're a bit overwhelmed at the moment, so I'm ready to just let that go. Yeah, we're going to have to at some point come out and wall this, probably put a wall across here, and then we'll just gate off these so that when they breach, we can still be bombing them. You want to put your gates somewhere where you don't have overhead mountains, so then your stone throwers or grudge throwers can, or mortars if you're playing Empire, can continue to drop stones on their heads. Yeah, I'm thinking we just don't. We're too overwhelmed. The weapons alone are sufficient, and they'll get smelted up at some point. We did have a Beastman raid. I think that was on the last episode. We're short on claystone, of all things, so I started doing some additional mining over here. I don't want to mine this vein. I'm just going to leave that for now. Mostly because then they'll get into this space, and I don't want that to happen right now. Point was, I was looking for chunks, and there's some chunks. We're finally like working our way through shelves and shelves of chunks. We were short on steel, so it's not a bad thing that those guys showed up. I set this job to 35 Empire marching boots. There's 3 left. We did work through a whole lot of buffalo wool and blue fur and whatever else was at hand for that. Yeah, some of these people might have armor, though. I guess we could smelt that. Like this fella. Why don't we bring him in? I just don't want to do it. Why don't we just strip him there? Anybody else with armor? Because, oh, there's a donkey. They brought some donkeys with them, which was interesting. I don't think I've seen human raiders bring donkeys before. Although they could have just been milling around and I didn't realize it until they were there. These wooden masks are always money makers, but we still haven't gotten all of our plants sown. Because it's been busy times. This person is going to recruit soon. Look, they've really donned a whole lot of Empire apparel. So the one that got the bedroom is recruiting significantly faster than the others. One of them was an ascetic, so I stuffed her down here in the ascetic bedrooms. I did have to allow the animals in to fill the place up, and they did a fine job of that. So now, I'm not going to do any mining anywhere until we get this stuff sorted out. And again, I don't want to put, I held off for a long time on putting any jobs in other than some really basic stuff that needed to be done, like tables and chairs. I wanted one over here for the melee people. Why are you cleaning? Oh, here, strip that guy. Someone brought him in. There you go. Bring that in. Just gonna forbid. Let's cancel. Let's actually bring this one in, but we'll leave these to rot. There you go. If you're gonna clean something, like there's other places that are probably more valuable. It's just dead Muffalo laying about because they can't keep up. Once we get some more hands, hopefully things smooth right out, but it is slow going. And again, I'm trying not to put in any floor smoothing jobs. We got all this done. We got this down to here. Oh, we're getting plain. Those are probably tainted. No, they're just worn out, but they'll get repaired at some point. The jobs at this bench have totally replaced all repair jobs. Holy sweet Jesus, an Empire goods trader. Hopefully they buy apparel. I have no inspirations for trade at the moment, but I have anybody that's really good at talking at this point. Gold scar, health. Yeah, you're the person for this. So start making your way over there. They might come over here. I did use my water spell to put water around our entrance, and I did end up. And if you do that and there's structures, it'll destroy the structures. So I destroyed a few walls inadvertently with that. Well, at least I didn't get this one. All right, are you making your way over there, friend? There you are. And please buy apparel, for the love of God. We have way too much apparel. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Okay, I think we're in business. I'm going to work my way through. So we're going to end up with an extra roughly $1,700 here. All right, so I'm buying a bunch of magic items, mostly just to sell as much crap as I can. That's a huge trade. So we're going to put the dragon orb, which essentially makes heat, just in the main part of the hall. I think once I get this room done, I may throw it in there. I don't know. I did also get a cleaning statue, which is going to go... I don't know why it's a horse right now, but I think we're going to redo that image. Where's the place? Always a mess. Let's pop it in here. That'll keep that clean. And then we did get additional silver. And let's just bring all that stuff. Oh, we do have a Lantern of Days as well. So where would it make sense to throw that? Let's install that here, and we will reinstall this one elsewhere where they're working. I already have one in there, and there, and there. I don't know. Let's hang it over the front door. No, let's put it in the storage room over here so there's some light. It's really dark in there. My new monitor really brings out how dark everything is. So if we could catch up with the apparel we're currently working on, I wouldn't have any problem bringing in all that apparel over there, but it means sending everybody for days. Why won't they haul that? Because these shelves are all full. See, this is all tainted apparel in this area. Somebody will bring that light in and install it, and then we'll be in good shape. Alright, anyway, what is Bamador? So we're going to move Bamador to one of these bedrooms back here as soon as they recruit, and then move one of these people over. No one's cleaning in here. You clean that room. Bamador, prisoner, 3.1. So maybe another couple days and that person will recruit. I've had no inspirations despite a long male psychic soothe going down. More than a little frustrating. Where is my ceiling light, people? Could you please bring that in? There. Well, there's one in here anyway. Well, at least we'll keep this space clean. I could pull this door and then it would clean both of these spaces, but I think we'll be fine. We have guinea pig meat rotting away. Lots of weapons for smelting, all that. We're going to make an armory too. I think this room will turn into an armory. So just the apparel and the weaponry we actually want to be equipping. Let's bring that wood in too. I know I said I wasn't putting in any more jobs, but this bears. There's too many predators over here anyway, so I don't really want to be sending a bunch of little dwarfs over there to get themselves eaten. Let's bring these bad boys in, and then let's door this off so we don't have to look at how ugly it is in there. And I was making floors here, of which we fell a little bit short. And I was making this out of claystone. I think we're fine. And it's going to be awesome when this fills up. We are nowhere near where we need to be in terms of how much silver we're going to be bringing in. And that's one whole wall full of silver. Look at that. That's like pretty legit, right? They still didn't get all the plants put in the ground even. That's bananas. They've been working wide open, and I've been trying outside of things like this going on. Now that I know they all come in and hang out here, I will heretofore just wait for the trader to show up inside. There's a goat. I'm not going to do it. We have too many jobs going on. Our bear was killed by a grizzly bear. This is where the fight took place. Cave bear versus grizzly bear. Our bear was injured at the get-go. It didn't go well, needless to say. And we no longer have a bear companion. I'm sorry to break that to you guys, but there it is. Somebody could certainly do some cleaning. So, priority task, crafting. Did you finish the last of the boots? Yeah, now we're making gloves, so they should start putting on gloves. Did it say that job was finished? They are. Good. Anything else we could do here that we can't do elsewhere? You can make all kinds of fancy Empire hats and stuff. How are we doing for steel? I did buy all the steel those people had. Oh, good. Look at that. We're getting the weapons smelted. Anything else I want from over here? These bows do have some value. All their apparel has value too, though, so we're just gonna not really get involved with that. It's too much, man. Okay, our new light is fantastic. Lights this whole space all the way to the far corners. Not great, but yeah, I'm not complaining. I didn't even sell any textiles or any food to those Empire people. So there you go. Yeah, we're going to have gloves galore. So we'll have like a shelf for gloves, a shelf for shoes, blah, 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 blah. Like the actual helmets we want, the apparel that we're wearing. We'll set quality too, so we can restrict quality and not end up with a bunch of trash in there. I should move her over here because the garbage... Let's do that. The garbage she's making is actually filthing it up, and I want that one to be gross too. Okay, so then, not for prisoners. Draft up. I guess, what? There you go. That's what I wanted. So this one should be awful, neg 56, whereas this one's only dull. So we'll stick her in there for a while. You are free, my friend. She did not want to put up a fight. And you, 0.9, fantastic. And these guys all had, you're 10.7, you're 10.9. They all had similar levels of resistance at the beginning, but having a nicer space made a world of difference. And then also, once I get, well, let's do something like this. And deconstruct. And then we'll just go ahead. I don't have any clay stones, so we're going to have to make this out of something else. We definitely don't want that disgusting looking thing. Here, we have some right here we can copy. There we go. And let's pop this over here. There. That's the last bit of business there. There's still a ton of wall smoothing to do. I really want more Belt of Ardors. Craghammer here, I believe, had one, unless he took it off. Maybe it tainted. Maybe the Slayers would be ornery if they got stuck wearing one. I don't know. These bedrooms I had to improvise a bit and make them slightly off-sized. Just due to space. I wanted everything to come out at this level, although these didn't come out, so whatever. We're in there. We're making fine progress. No one's complaining. Every time they smooth a wall or a floor, it changes the whole vibe. Can you please clean this prison barracks? It's a mess in here. And this one too while you're at it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've made massive progress. I can't believe they're still planting. It's only been about 4 days since I started the planting. I forgot I had them all set to not be planted. I might come over here with the torch and just bomb torch all these guys. It's quite a bit of walking though, and we have a lot of work, so There's just meat rotting away wide open. I could have got that other freezing statue. So this thing's going to heat essentially all the common hallways. But it looks cool. They will stop and admire it. Same for the freezing statues. Same for the cleaning statues. I should probably make it my goal not to make this room big enough so that this can't. It's pretty broad radius. Let's put shelves if there's a spot where that doesn't clean near the beds. Okay, point 1 for that person. Alright, I finished weaving, so we can now make rugs as well. I don't really think I want much else along the Empire path. Can they make any interesting food? Cheese, bread. Can make a frying pan. Food preservation. What was that? There's an outlaw camp. This. 19 outcasts. 2 crafting potions, though. That's pretty legit. Let's go see where that's at. I actually have to accept in order to be able to see where it's at. We do have... Zoom in. We do have Invict here. Does have a transport scroll, so we could easily shoot our people over there. That's tempting, but I feel like I have my hands so full around here, it's hard to get out and do something else. This dude's trying to sleep. You got one guy building a dresser, 2 other people smoothing walls, standing right on his face, butt naked, as it were. Jeez. Oh, that's disturbing. I can't even look at what's going down in there. Think the Slayers shave up, or you think they're au naturel? And no one's cleaning. Look at this nightmare. What a mess. Somehow I thought I'd be able to get a ton more done, but we are about to grow 4 more people, so I can't complain too much about that. Would you please recruit already? Point 1 is horse hockey, too. Here, put some garbage down. It's still only dull. Somebody bring her some food. Throw some trash on the floor. What's going on? Okay. Still working on wall smoothing, but that's going to take a little while. Let's get all these chunks brought out, and then we'll build a door. I've been eating through a fair amount of wood and steel building doors, but we're also smelting massive amounts of stuff, and I haven't even gotten to grabbing all this, so there's a few hundred steel sitting there. But hey, things are coming along awesome. I think build the roof. And I think we're going to floor this up. I'm using clay stone for these floors just for the sake of consistency. I don't want it to look hodgepodge. I haven't even started on this. I literally just started this corner to kind of block things off. I really don't know why this person isn't making a mess like everybody else does. I should have made this wall double wide and left the insides rough, because you don't get any beauty out of that. There it is. Yeah, buddy. This will be the magic workroom. Still gonna do a Thane Thane throne room and bedroom in this space. If we ever get to that point. Feels like just trying to keep up. And we do desperately have to take a caravan. I was kind of waiting till the apparel all got taken care of. But, like, there's a never-ending, like, oh, you know what? Are you... No, okay, good. You're not running way over there for slag and then trying to smelt it down over here. I thought maybe, just maybe, they might be doing that, but no. We could make this room bigger. I could flesh it all the way out to here and double wall the outside. But, like, we've had plenty of food. It hasn't been an issue. It's just one more thing, man. Did you go in there by that person? I guess you probably did. I don't know. Well, we haven't been able to nearly get the brewery going as much as I thought we would. We do have 200 ale here, 537 on the map. So we will be selling massive amounts of beer when we get the opportunity. But the mead is fermenting. No Bugman's going, but I haven't seen anything regarding ambrosia for quite a while. So never got my third wall up here. It's just... the animals too, they keep you way busy, and it's sort of a headache and a hassle. I think once we get done with all the gloves, I want to get everybody kitted out better, but I should make a few more Slayer helms. At least 3. That's all just so... What's Stonebeard even doing right now? He's repairing stuff. And we've made a masterwork stool. Must be over here. Right there. There it is. Bam. That was the only thing we were constructing. I did tell them to bring all those people in. We might as well get it done. Alright, good. We're putting up doors to keep the ugliness out. These rooms, I may have to throw another heater down here somewhere. I think I had a situation just like it. I mean, they're all staying fine. I should test it and see if I can get away with 1 heater in the middle. We still have plenty of steam available, so it's not the biggest issue on the planet. But if we run out again, there's 1, 2, and then there's 1 way over here, which I could probably claim these and just have walls that back out here, but I don't know. Invict. Can you lower ground again? You can. Oh, I think I improved the spell after the fact, so yeah, I totally could. I just need everybody to get caught up. There's so much going on. And then we need to get that massive caravan going. We had like new recruit Bambador. Alright, this is no longer for prisoners. No, it is for prisoners. Let's do this. Zagstone's going next door. You draft. Eh? Alright, let's try this. You're not for prisoners. Arrest that guy. Throw him next door. Toten. You're good. Okay, that should do it. That should recruit those guys much faster. Alright, so we did get a new recruit. Where did Bambador go? Bambador, bio, you're a shooter. Do I have any shooty weapon? Ooh, look at that. Right there. There is a Thunderer rifle. You can equip that. You'll find your own apparel, I'm sure. We can set up your schedule. Are you a night owl by any chance? Nope, you are fine in that regard. And then we're actually the best doctor that we have, which is phenomenal. Handle, cook. What do you... What? I always wonder, like, why did I... And you don't haul... Oh, you do haul. Alright, I'm going to prioritize your hauling. Wardening... Not so much. Hunting, not so much. Constructing. Alright, so something like that. So mostly a hauler, which is something we need. That'll keep everything refueled. That'll keep things moving around where there's... Oh, God, corpse stink. People are going to be so unhappy about that. I was going to water this whole area up. So now what happens is people come down and walk here to get in. So it does slow them down. They don't just file right through. I could water this whole area, though, if we wanted. Too bad I don't have the fishing mod in. We could make some massive fishing holes. Probably we're just going to... this is going to make so many people so unhappy. Well, they're all pretty stoked anyways, I guess. What is that? That's a club. I'm going to leave that. Yeah, they're just totally disgustingly rotting. What is Stonebeard doing? Making flame cannon rounds. Alcohol binge for Skithry due to an ugly environment. What? Did I... Wait, okay, we're short 1. For the love of God. Anyway, the place is a mess, too. I hate scrolling around and seeing, like, filth everywhere. No doubt the dwarfs hate it too, so this is not just me. Anyway, please leave a like if you're enjoying. Leave a comment. I read them all. I do respond. I appreciate you being with me today. I love you all. And we'll see where this goes. But somewhere near a caravan is going to have to be what happens. Because holy smokes, what is this? A steel door. The only one of those I took. Yeah, okay. Alright, next time, people.